Your $300 multi-step skincare routine, it's not going to work if your liver is overburdened, your gut is inflamed, your hormones are out of whack, or even your detox pathways are clogged. Unfortunately, your skin has no choice but to react. And listen, I'm not trying to say that you aren't trying hard enough, but really what's going on is you're focusing on the wrong 10%. The other 90% for clear skin, that lives in your gut, it lives in your hormones, your liver, and even your emotional health. I know this because I lived this. During my 9-year battle with hormonal acne, I was obsessed with skincare, okay? I was listening to the dermatologists, the commercials at the time, and even the influencers were all saying that this is the solution for clear skin. I was convinced that I just wasn't taking very good care of my skin, but honestly, deep down inside, I knew that I was missing something. And I found out later on that I was actually right. Once I discovered that my liver was overburdened, my gut was damaged due to years of antibiotics, and my diet simply just wasn't nourishing my skin, literally everything began to change. And this shift is exactly what I guide women through now so that they can finally stop wasting money on surface level fixes, aka focusing on skincare, and start healing acne at the root. By the end of this video, you will fully understand what that missing 90% is. Plus, on top of that, I will provide simple ways that you can begin healing your skin starting today. My approach to clear skin is built on 5 essential foundations. Those are gut health, detoxification, hormones, emotional well-being, and skincare. So when you only focus on skincare, you're only addressing 10% of the problem, and then you're missing the other 90% that your skin truly needs in order to heal. So let me just break down what that 90% looks like. So let's begin with number 1, and that is gut health. Your skin is a mirror of your digestion. So if your gut is inflamed or you're experiencing leaky gut from just years of antibiotics, poor digestion, eating processed foods, your skin is actually one of the first places that it will show. And if you have an impaired gut, basically you're not able to absorb nutrients properly, and you actually will have difficulty eliminating waste. And so here are some common signs that you may experience that is pointing towards gut health. That would be bloating or gas after meals, constipation, or any irregular bowel movements. And then also, if you notice that you are having any breakouts whenever you're eating specific foods or even just after eating. These are all telltale signs that your gut health is probably compromised. So one small healing step that I would love to suggest is that if you can eat one fermented food daily, and this fermented food can be like, think kimchi, it can be sauerkraut, coconut yogurt, even Greek yogurt. These are all natural probiotics that your gut will love. If you are already feeling like gut health is the possible reason for your acne and you are wanting a little bit more than just one healing tip, well, I got you. Check out the free guide that I created. It is called the No-Pill Acne Solution, Healing Your Skin Naturally. Inside, I walk you through the entire 100%, aka the 5 essential foundations your skin actually needs to heal from the inside out. You will get a list of common symptoms to help you identify where things might be off. And more importantly, simple, effective steps you can take this week to start supporting your gut, hormones, liver, emotional well-being, and skincare. It is completely free. Just check the link in the description, or you can comment skin and I will send it to you directly. Alrighty, so for number 2, it is actually detoxification. This is AKA think liver health, right? And so if your liver is overburdened, your skin unfortunately pays the price. Your liver is your body's filtration system. When it is overburdened, and that could be due to medications, that could be alcohol, toxins, or even excess hormones, those wastes often get pushed through your skin. And so think of it this way. If you have a sluggish liver, then that equals slow detox, which then equals angry and inflamed skin. So some common signs that your liver may be a little wonky could be acne that flares after alcohol, stress, or heat. You notice that you are having slow wound healing or even scarring. And then lastly would be breakouts after stopping birth control and antibiotics. One small healing step that you can do to help support your liver would actually be something very simple, and that is just eating a handful of greens daily. These greens can be Swiss chard, kale, broccoli, dandelion greens, arugula, cilantro. All of these greens just contain minerals and vitamins that are very helpful to help the liver to actually detoxify. So for number 3, it is actually hormone imbalance, and whether this is estrogen dominance or even low progesterone, you're dealing with high insulin, or even cortisol overload from chronic stress, your hormones just play a huge role in sebum production, inflammation, and skin cell turnover. And so because hormones are just so complex, and depending on which hormone we're talking about, I'm going to give just 3 common signs, but just know that there are a whole host of different signs that are actually particular to specific hormones. But again, I'm just going to give a couple common. And so the common ones that I believe are a telltale sign that your hormones are just a little off would be if you are experiencing the jawline or the chin breakouts, if you are breaking out before or during your period, and then also if you are experiencing PMS, mood swings, or irregular cycles. Those are all good indicators that some type of hormone imbalance is going on. And so one small healing step that I love to suggest is actually swapping plastic for glass. And the reason being is because when you are using plastic, when you are using glass, you are actually reducing your exposure to hormone disrupting xenoestrogens that are actually found in plastics. So for number 4, we're dealing with emotional well-being. And so essentially chronic stress, anxiety, unprocessed emotions, these aren't just mental. I think that's important to realize. And so they affect your hormones, your digestion, and your nervous system. Your skin is constantly responding to how safe your body actually feels. And this kind of goes into the science of the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. And when it comes to the sympathetic nervous system, that's the fight or flight. And that's a lot of times when your body doesn't feel safe. And so some common signs that your emotional well-being may actually be contributing to your acne would be, you're having stress-induced acne breakouts, you're feeling wired and tired and emotionally overwhelmed, and you're actually having trouble falling asleep or even staying asleep. And so the small healing step that I would like to provide is actually starting your morning with 5 minutes of deep belly breathing and prayer. Both of them are great and powerful for cultivating mindfulness and also bringing awareness to your thoughts. And then most importantly, cultivating that relationship with God. Now, these 4 foundations, gut health, detoxification, hormones, and emotional well-being, those are the 4 out of the 5, but those 4 are making up the 90%. And then the 5th of the foundations that I like to teach and help others clear their skin with is the skincare, the supportive skincare. And what I've realized that when one of these systems are out of balance, your skin actually does become reactive, inflamed, and unpredictable. However, if you're able to support even one of these foundations, your body will actually start to shift towards restoration. But when you support all 5 foundations, that is actually when your skin starts to transform. That's when you get the clear, the glowy, beautiful skin that I know that you are wanting. And honestly, that is exactly what I guide you through in my 5-month coaching program, The Clear Skin Blueprint. This isn't just, your typical skincare routine. It is actually a personalized, science-backed process with functional lab testing that is included, designed to help you uncover the real root causes of your acne and help you heal from the inside out. So if you are tired of guessing and you are wanting support, you're wanting clarity, and you are also wanting lasting results, then this program is for you. If you are interested, you can apply. Check out all of the information in the description below. And if you are still not sure if healing your skin is actually possible for you, you need to hear the next part of my story. And so in this next video, I am going to break down what basically happened during the 9 years of me struggling with acne. And I'm going to let you know what actually finally worked when nothing else did. So if you are interested, watch the next video. And until then, bye.